Welcome to Suburban Homestead. Today is Tuesday, September the 9th. Um, it is currently 66 degrees. The high today is supposed to be 83. The low is supposed to be 66. Probably about a 20% chance of rain around lunchtime. First time streaming in like 2 months. A lot has changed on the homestead since then. We're gonna give you guys a brief tour, see what's going on, see what's happening at the moment, and then we're gonna get to working on this bed. Let's do this flipper ripper. As you can see, got a lot of work that need to be done. Trim the hedges, need to fix the porch. Got some stuff to do. We got a spider plant sitting out here. Yeah, we leave this one outside. It looks worse for wear, but it keeps putting out babies. Is she doing bad? Nah, she just would be doing better if we actually put her somewhere where she didn't get as much light. Got another one of her little kids, and that's a blackberry. All right. Got a propagation from Lucy, one of her lemon trees. This is Lucy lemon tree, one of her kids. That's a blackberry. Now I'm not sure what this is. We got this from somebody at the farmer's market, and we got it to live, and it's actually putting off these little seed pods. They're pointing upwards. I think they said it was an Jew. I'm finna lie. I think they said it was an Egyptian. I'm gonna have to look that up. I do not remember. But let's go ahead and head on out. Head on out to the garden and see what's what. All right. We've made some changes. The Queen put in her an herb bed. She maintains it for the most part. I helped her. I showed her how to use the tiller, but she got the work done. She planted a few things, some rosemary in the back, some yarrow right there. This is some mugwort propagations. That is some holy basil. That is some lemon balm, some pineapple sage. That little bitty one in the back down there is clary sage. This right here was regular sage. It didn't like it. In the middle down there, that little bitty thing down there, that was comfrey. Am I gonna remember all these? Which one is this one? I'm not sure what this is. I don't remember. That's mullein. That little bitty down there. Let me zoom in on that little bitty green down there. That's chamomile. It's taking forever. Then we got some lemongrass, some thyme. That's tea. That's a tea plant in that bucket. And this is hibiscus. I hate the hibiscus doesn't have a flower on it right now. It's been blooming. I don't know if you can see the flowers on that card. They look just like that. Bird. They're beautiful. Really beautiful. All right. And then right here we have, yeah, what are these pumpkins? These are pumpkins. And behind us, me and the queen put up a trellis, and we have cukes. We have cucumbers growing. We actually have one. I think she said this was National and Pickle. This one is ready to come off here. We got some other little ones coming too. She decided to do a late round of a fall harvest of a fall planting of cucumber. And then we have loofahs. We ain't gonna have enough time for these loofahs to finish. But the queen wanted to grow some loofahs. So she growing some loofahs. Oh look, we got a loofah for me. Good luck. Good deal. Good business. It's all wrapped up in the tendrils though. I don't know how that's gonna do. Can we adjust this without breaking it? I'm scared, y'all. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't want to get hurt. Oh, there's another loofah. Good deal. So maybe we'll actually get some young loofah we can eat. All right, we're headed out to the garden. Things look a little different, just a little bit. The tomatoes, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? This is not the great spot to plant tomatoes. It don't get a whole lot of light, but it did. They ain't really do too hot. Let's just be for real. We didn't get a lot of tomatoes. The strawberry tile was looking good. These little dollar store pots and some concrete that came from replacing fence posts. My boy Panda gave us a piri piri. So the piri piri is still hanging in there. I'm still zoomed in. My bad, people. The piri piri is hanging in there, looking pretty good. We have got some breakfast. Banana mint. That's another pineapple sage. That's a regular basil. Got some grapes growing in this bed. And we have some callaloo, some green amaranth. We've harvested it. We've harvested a flower here once, and it has another one that it's putting on. Well, several more that it's putting on now. So we're gonna see how this turn out. You're supposed to be able to eat the leaves on this. This thing has some kind of pest on I wasn't expecting. Nor did I really try to take care of it. Plant seem to have hung in there. Even though it got eaten up by something that looked like cucumber beetles. All right, we're gonna move on. This is a cayenne pepper and some chocolate mint all around here. And some zinnias and an onion in the back. Over here, the propagation station. We had some mulberry cuttings that I just took a over in this corner. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, spider webs on me. See, I like to set it and forget it. I just threw these over in this corner. I thought they had died. Wait, let me zoom in. That's some green growth right there. So that one is probably still alive. This one there is showing some growth. So we just gonna wait. I'm zooming back out, my bad. We just gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna see what happens with these. So it seems to be two more of these already. I'm not sure if the other ones will be, but we'll just give them some time and see what happens. Peppers. We should have more peppers, but the squirrel likes them. This is a cayenne. See, ain't but one. He actually eats these things. See the piece? You see the piece is still up in there. That little orange piece. This is an Anaheim pepper. This pepper here didn't do too hot. We had this set of peppers behind those, and the sun comes up from over here, so they were getting too much shade, I believe. So gave it some more. I moved it. These Anaheim peppers look pretty good. So we'll have some Anaheim peppers to sell at the market this weekend if the squirrel don't eat them. We try to harvest the day before the morning of the market to make sure things are fresh as possible. But if this squirrel keeps on, he ain't gonna let us make it. We haven't gotten. Oh, here's a. I think this is a chili, some type of chili pepper. Hadn't really gotten but like one or two. I don't think he likes these. I've noticed that he's eaten one and left us alone. Bell peppers. He would have more, but the squirrel keeps eating. Like he definitely. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? This is why we can't have bell peppers, because as soon as they get ready, now that they're the right size, they're not the right size just yet. They are just ready. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these seeds and I'm gonna let him eat the rest of it. I don't really have the heart to kill that squirrel, but that squirrel's getting on my damn nerves. I'm gonna be for real. Serrano, the Serrano has been doing pretty good. He does not eat the Serranos. Now they say the Serranos are spicy, a little bit spicier than the habanero. Um, I don't know. I'm making some lacto fermented cucumbers, okra, and zucchini. More like pickles. It's just a way of pickle things. And I put a serrano in some of those. Just one. And these are poblanos. These won't get full size either because he will eat these. So we doing the best we can do while working with nature. I'm so sick of that squirrel though. I'm serious. While growing peppers is really unique. I have a lemon tree on my. Oh, good. Hey, does your lemon tree give you lemons? Like mine, my lemon tree. It was that cadence. Does your lemon tree give you lemons? Mine is not a purchased lemon tree. Mine is a lemon tree that started growing in my worm being from just dumping dumping some citrus in my worm being like they say you shouldn't do. Which you could, just don't do it a lot. So yeah, that's where mine came from. It hadn't put off any lemons yet, but I've been able to propagate it like 6 times. I now have it somewhere in the yard that's probably gonna get like 8 hours of sunlight. So we're gonna see what happens then. All right, let's see what we got over here. This is our propagation station. We're gonna end up moving this because at the time this got a lot of light, but we've had some changes done to the yard, made to the yard, and so we're gonna move this to a more uh, a sunnier spot. We have some red Malabar spinach down here. That's looking pretty good. What is this, mullein? I really grew mine a few months ago, so maybe yes. Let's go! I am so excited. I am so excited. I wish you were local to the Jackson, Mississippi area. I would I would really like to air layer your tree and get a clone of it. And we could swap trees as far as I'm concerned. See what happens. I like to pass stuff around. This is fun to me. Basil, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Some more yarrow. These are some serrano chili peppers. Why ain't they big? Serrano peppers. Why aren't they as big as the other ones? These were taken as suckers from the main plant, kind of like you would do a tomato. I did these the same way to see if they would grow, and they did. I mean, we didn't start growing peppers early in the season anyway, but they growing. So we're gonna overwinter these, and I'm gonna try to overwinter some of those peppers too. I've done that before, but not in the true sense, like it going to hybrid, like it going dormant and keeping it inside. And I just brought it in and kept feeding it during the summer. I mean, during the winter. This is Shasta daisies. I think these are squash and some strawberries. More strawberries over here. We got a new ginger bed. We planted ginger out here. Ginger will survive out here. And the proof is that ginger right there. That ginger was placed in this bed by mistake last year. It grew. I harvested some of it. I left some of it, and it survived the winter, and it's growing back. So this year, we're gonna harvest all this, pull all this out, and this will be the new ginger spot. Then we have some cosmos. They're starting to bloom. And then we have some. The long stuff is lemongrass. The stuff behind it is bergamot. Then those are some zinnias, little flowers, the pink and purple. And this is some holy basil or tulsi. It has gotten huge. There was a pineapple sage behind it. I'm pretty sure it got shaded out. And it is, I'm gonna have to cut this back. It is starting to, wait, am I zoomed in? I am, my bad, people. The holy basil is growing over the echinacea, the purple coneflower. These are bent. The queen say she deadheaded these. Maybe she meant to deadhead them. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of these bent flower stalks. We're gonna deadhead this to see if it makes it want to grow some more. And we got some patchouli. Man, this patchouli has gotten big. I had no clue how big this patchouli was gonna get. Then we got some clary sage down here, and some oregano in the back. Some more callaloo that's starting to go to flower. And in the back behind there and on the ground, we have some joe pie weed. Oh, this is just laying down. Why is this laying down like this? Down there, we have to see. We have grapes along the fence. We're gonna see how these grapes do. I have a question. Are there any regional plants? Or can all these grow in your climate? Um, all these grow in my climate. I'm in zone 8B, central Mississippi. They all grow in my climate. And we do have things that don't grow in this climate. They're more of the trees. We bring them inside, like the hibiscus. That hibiscus, once it gets around 50 degrees, yeah, we take it inside. It's the ain't we don't even play. It's a tropical plant. We take it inside. Most of our tropical trees that we have, we take inside. We take into the garage. Um, oh, we got okra. We got that okra. Got that okra. You know what? Oh man, this is gonna kind of suck. I need to harvest some okra. But I'm gonna have to pick it all up off the ground. Timber. I probably should have put on my apron for the pockets. Let the bear pee in your pocket. Okay, we don't have to. Let's see if we can. I'm sorry. We just usually don't like. I ain't gonna sound like my okra touching the ground, but I usually eat it right off the plant. So I'm not gonna do it today. I don't want to be crunching in y'all ear. But yeah, I'm gonna just leave. I'm gonna pick the rest of them after the string. How about that? Then we have some squash. Did some late squash. Wait, yeah, I think these are squash. Did some late squash to see how they gonna do. Got some chives down up in here. Now my breath gonna be smelling like garlic chives this morning. Got another not a holy basil. This is a period. The okra's looking good in this bed. Now that right there on the ground is green Malabar spinach. So on the ground here is his cousin, red Malabar spinach, and that's a green. See the red Malabar spinach? There's volunteers here. Let me not act like that. We grew it right there last year. It leaned on the fence, seeds fell, and that's what grew. All right, got another little okra that survived this bed, and some. This is called Ink Rumen 1010 okra. Another name for this tree okra. It's an African okra. Say it gets like 12 feet tall. This bed we call nowhere. Yes, from Gardens of the Galaxy, nowhere. Doesn't get a lot of sun, but it gives some huge pods. The top of it died. This was the original top, and it died, and it shot out a side shoot. So production has been delayed. I haven't eaten but like one okra off here. I'm probably not gonna eat any more. I'm probably gonna let these just mature for seeds because this is an heirloom variety. I will forego eating more tree okra this year to have some seed to plant next year. The queen planted some stuff yesterday. Day before. This is Romaine lettuce up in here. She's trying a new technique. There's some seeds inside the little tube, and there's some seeds sprinkled around. She wants to see how that works. All right, so this is some romaine lettuce here. We have some marigolds and some zinnia in the middle. She has all these labels. She's great about that. But I'm not. At the top, we have some, what is it? Long blooming spinach. And then at the bottom, we have some noble spinach. And over here, we have carrots. And we have another cayenne plant that we have some peppers on. And then we have, what's supposed to be here? Some more carrots are going to be right here. She hadn't planted those yet, though. All right, let's see what we got. Compost over there. Got a big pile of brush. We had trees cut down, like 12 of them. Quick way to spend a few $1,000s, whether you want to or not. And we asked them to leave the logs, leave the brush. We're gonna get a triple shredder, a chipper, to chip up this wood pile to make some wood chips. And we're gonna use this wood to make some beds, as I've started doing. So we're gonna kind of look over here. This is a new trellis, T-post and cattle panel. So we're gonna probably end up putting trellises along the whole front here. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, the sun comes from over that way, so it's not gonna really block much. And around the front, we're gonna use those as a windbreak because the wind whips through here. And every morning, usually that tree is on the ground. That's one of Lucy kids. That's an olive tree. She's usually on the ground. And that talking, zoom in a little bit, young man. That lemon tree right there is usually on the ground, and the avocado beside it is usually on the ground. So, but yeah, let's let y'all look at the orchard. Uh, there's my A-frame. I was marking out level on the land to try to build a swell at one point to see where a swell would go if I wanted to build one. So that's something for another project. Another project for another day. Got some grapes. These grapes are a couple years old. I took these off the grapes in the back. Really not trying to do anything with them, just let them sit there. This is one of an air layer from Lucy. Did well. This one here didn't do so hot. Did you see it? It didn't make it. This one did. Oh, look at this. You see that? I think it's probably that damn squirrel been climbing. I don't know. It just looks like fresh marks. I don't know what those are. All right, let's walk through here. So I walk through here. I got stabbed in the feet. As you see, my little green. Y'all can't see this on this thing. These are my little green stakes I have in the ground, marking out level on the contour. We'll talk about swells later and see what they are. And see if we can build one. Now here we have mulberries, some mulberries from the mulberry tree, and this is a mango that I grew from a mango pit. Yep, yep. This is a fig. This fig was purchased this year, beginning of the season. This is a Cadota fig. It is a honey fig. I'm probably gonna get this wrong. It's a honey fig, I think, that finishes yellow green. We have had one or two off of here this year. When I moved it here, I guess the birds found it and ate a couple of the last two or three that was on here. But it seemed to be growing pretty well. I'll be making some more air layers and some more cuttings, taking some cuttings from this tree, especially right up in there. This fig is what I call a Delta fig. I'm from the Delta in Mississippi, and this came from my cousin's front yard. Shout out to my cousin Nikki. uh, right now it's going through a rust cycle, which that usually happens. Like that one, the Cadota is growing back. The leaves are starting to grow back. But this is probably a brown turkey or a Celeste fig. I'm not sure which. They grow in the Delta. They figs grow in people's yards. That just happens. Um, let's see. Then this one is a white Marseille fig. It's doing okay. I've air layered it a couple times. Like, I don't like the center of my trees. I don't like things to grow in the center of my trees. So it had growth here. I made air layers out on. Wait, they behind us, matter of fact. So, doing well. One of Lucy kids, Lucy Lemon Tree kids. Yeah, yep. Then we have some more figs over here. These are some more air layers that I took. This one here didn't do too hot. My air layer shifted. So when I came time to cut it, it had no roots on it. So I just scratched it up and dropped it in the pot. And we do have some growth. So it is still alive. These are white Marseille cuttings. They came from the center of that other tree. Then this one is a Beers Black. It's in an orange pot in front of us. Well, back over that way. This is a new fig we just bought. It is called a Violet de Bordeaux, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a berry fig. There are three types of figs: a berry fig, a honey fig, and a sugar fig. The Delta fig, or Celeste, or brown turkey, whichever one it is considered a sugar fig. The Cadota fig finishes yellow. It's a honey fig. And that white Marseille, ooh, I don't remember off the top of my head. Now this Violet de Bordeaux is supposed to finish like a purple black color. The insides will be like a red color. This is a berry fig. And down here we have a collection of different figs and mulberries. I think Cadota and just some mulberries. The mulberries are dwarf everbearing. Haven't gotten any mulberries yet. Another one of Lucy's kids. This is a white Marseille that we got from Granny. Granny dropped off one. This thing looks a mess. I'm gonna try to clean it up. I'm definitely gonna take cuttings from some of these smaller branches when during the fall, and then I'm gonna see if I can get it to grow like a tree. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really want. I mean, we have two, so we can spare it. But I'm gonna use this as a learning project. I'm gonna see if I can make this look like a tree. So like I said. All right. Now, yep, we talked about that one. Oh, the olive tree has been in this little pot. Seems to be growing well in this little pot. She's growing well, a lot of growth. We're gonna take some cuttings from her, learn how to propagate that too. See how she likes to be propagated. Probably do a little research. I'm lying. I'm probably gonna just do like I do everything is take some cuttings in the fall, see if they work, and if not, then do some research. All right, behind us is the other new addition to the orchard. It is a LSU Gold fig. I don't really like buying figs for real, for real. Like we usually try to catch them on clearance. You can catch them on clearance. You can get them for under $10. But I end up having to pay. This was on sale, and it was still $40. But I want the LSU varieties. There's a LSU Gold, a purple, a tiger, a O'Rourke, like Mickey O'Rourke, yeah, and a Scott's Black, I think. Let me see how many of those I can find and collect. Of course, I got this one because it had figs on it. It had plenty of spots where I could take cuttings from. Like for me, when I buy a fig, that's why I'm buying it. I'm buying a fig to see how many branches I can get rid of as soon as I get it. Well, I'm not gonna do that with this one because it has fruit on it. All right, and behind us we have another olive tree and another. No, this is a pomegranate. Pomegranate that we grew from seed. This is a Beers Black, and it has an air layer on it that I need to remove. Maybe I'll remove that tomorrow and get that planted up. And this is the first bed. As you can see, the trees were growing here. They had the logs cut and stacked, and I've roughly laid out beds. And so the plan, I did not grab a rake. Oh, come on, son. But the plan is to till up these spots, half bury the logs, notch them out to make a bed, right? I'm gonna try to level out the interior of it, so it's semi-flat, so the water doesn't just run. I'm gonna bury the logs so the water doesn't just, drain out of the sides, and it's gonna be a little work, a little work. So this bed here is pretty much, it's partially done. So the only part that's left is pretty much placing logs where these logs are sitting. So it came to, you know what I'm saying, the realization came to me that most of these logs won't get used, and I'm gonna need to move them. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. One at a time, I guess. Well, ones that we don't use, or I don't have any friends or anything who could use them, we're gonna end up probably cutting them up and making them smaller pieces. We'll find uses for them. I just thought about something. We could, I just, yeah, we'll find uses for them. But this bed is gonna be rectangular going down that way. It's gonna stop it where the stump is. Kind of go back this way, that way. That log is gonna roll over. We'll find something to put on the back side. Same with this one. Now, I guess I could cut this off right here because that log there is heavy. Like that one is heavy. That one, I couldn't hardly move that one. I mean, honestly, it took me and the queen and some signs. Like I had to rotate that thing. I ended up, where my pole at? It's a pole back over here that I've been using to roll logs off each other using leverage. I ended up rolling this thing on this log to get it balanced, and then, you know, then I stood on one end of that log and bounced on it, and the queen pushed it. It's like some, it's like something off the cartoons. No BS. No for real. But it worked though. So, but that's the queen mentioned that. I was really going to extend this side a few more feet to get to like right here because I think this log is about 6 feet from that fence, and that gives me enough space to have to work on the fence. Um, but considering these logs are heavy, it might just end right here, and this one, right up in here. And then we just gonna, anywhere that's open ground, we're gonna put wood chips, and we'll end up planting something in it. That's probably how that's gonna work, honestly, because these things are heavy. They ain't all the way dead, but that part of it went all the way dead, so it's not as light. Anyway, and then this is gonna be the market side. We're gonna grow more things over here for the farmers market. We have people that ask us why don't we sell produce. We don't really have enough space. We didn't have enough space to sell produce. We just only had that little spot up there, and that was to grow transplants and herbs for the people. Now we should have more space to grow what we need. And I'm gonna put a third bed right over. Wait, is that third? That'd be fourth. Can't count. Fourth bed in shape like of a triangle or something over here. Because I hope to put the trees in the ground. The lemon trees won't go in the ground. They're not gonna survive. That's one of the ones we have to move to the garage after the winter time. The pomegranates I think will survive. The figs will definitely survive. Now the young figs, they're gonna get moved. I learned my lesson the hard way. If you have a first year, second year cutting of a fig, I would probably say any tree, but I know for a fig, it is not gonna survive freezing weather outside. It just makes sense, right? It's young. Um, let's see, the olive tree, I think it's gonna be fine if it stays out here. But the tropical trees, the lemons, the avocados. Wait, is that it over there? Yeah, they're gonna go. They're gonna go inside, hopefully to another friend's property who has a greenhouse. Hopefully we may have that. No, we ain't gonna have that ready by the winter time. We not. So they'll probably go in the garage. Mulberries looking pretty good. No mulberries yet, but I'm gonna keep cutting on this tree, taking propagation cuttings, taking cuttings from it, because I want my trees to have a. I want this tree to have a single stalk, one single stalk. I don't want all this stuff growing out down here. All right, and we got two more pomegranates over here. Like I said, these pomegranates were grown from seed. They seem to be doing really well. No pomegranates yet. They died back to the ground, but then came back. And we have some avocados. All right. I can't believe I left that rake. It's trash. Then we got the okra patch. The okra patch is out here. I think this spot is 10 by 20. We had 100 okra plants out here. While they were cutting down trees, they had an accident. Trees fell on some of them. I replanted some of them. One of them died. We've been harvesting okra, and there's one period in here. We're gonna plant some sugar cane in here in the fall. This is gonna be a sugar cane spot. The okra's looking pretty good. Period down here has a few peppers on it. Zoom in. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, that has okra. It has some okra on here. We can have some that we could harvest. I ain't finna be crunching it, y'all. Yeah, so I'm not even gonna pick that. Yeah, we got some okra. Okra. Miss Okra's tall too. It's taller than me. Like, let me walk down here. I'm not that tall. I'm like 5'7". And this is taller than me. Look at that okra up there, boy. Looks good. Let's just do this flipper ripper. This okra. Let me step down here. It's pretty much my height, man. Like, I can stand in here high. If I come in, yeah, if I come in here and squat, you won't be able to see me. Yeah. Stuck myself in eye. All right, blackberries. It's time. Well, it's getting close to time to trim them up. Last year I trimmed them during the season to train them to the trellis. This year, not so much. I need to take some cutting, so I'm gonna wait till the fall so I can have some stuff to grow. We had some growing out the ground, man, but my last yard guy, I had like 7 blackberries growing out of the ground right here. They was like a foot tall, and for some reason he thought it was cool to cut them gents down. No, needless to say, he no longer works here. I mean, I can't be having that. It was even one growing in between the trellis. He weeded that. Weeded that one. Now here's another one that's growing, and it's one on the other side. We got pineapples. We got pineapple people. We ain't seen no pineapple. Most of the bigger ones have been here like 3 years. No pineapples. It's probably the amount of sun. They set right here. This spot doesn't get a whole lot of sun. But considering the rest of it was trees, this spot got the most sun. Now we'll probably end up having this tree trimmed up some to allow more light to come in. Because on this other side over here, I started a bed for some more blueberries. We have some strawberries over here, blackberry in a pot. This is the little blueberry and strawberry patch. Right. Wait, I do not know the names of these, man. I think I really want to say I'm kind of OCD. So this is more than likely a climax. This is a tiff blue. This is a pink lemonade. And this is a sunshine blue. And these are strawberries I planted in here. Matter of fact, I planted these in here a couple of months ago. I put 3 plants in here and they spread it. They did all this in this few little months. Now these are different types of strawberries. I don't know. I don't. These I think are Ozark Beauties. I'm not sure what these are. These just popped up, and I could tell that they were different than the original ones because the original ones were flowering and putting out fruit, and these were just growing. So it's a good chance they're different. Grapes in the back. We've gotten grapes off the one in the middle. The one over here died last year, so I thought, and started popping out new growth. So it's not dead. He ain't dead. So we're still living. Next year, hopefully to get to this. Hopefully to get to the top right. Right. This one I'm gonna need to prune up. I'm still working on pruning. I'm learning how to prune grapes. That is, it's not that easy, at least for me. This is one that I actually got this grape to grow in some water. Put this thing in some water and grew roots, so I threw it in the ground. It's not looking too hot right now though, but it was tall enough to reach the top. But that's dead right now. So we're gonna see what happens. And this side of the I guess the garden now. We'll we will have beds in here, but that side is gonna be focused on more growing stuff for the market. This side is gonna be focused on more growing stuff for us. So if that's gonna be more functional, I guess, and this will be more feng shui, more pretty. But we're gonna see what happens. All right. Thank y'all for your patience in the 30-minute tour. But it's been a while. It's been a while. And now is the garage open? I don't even know if the garage is open. I need to go get a rake. I don't know if the garage is open. Don't think it tease. All right, I'm gonna have to leave y'all on the pouch. On the pouch while I go get this rake. Wait. And we also gonna need a shovel. Man, my shovel broke. My homeboy left his shovel. His shovel broke. I ain't even used. I picked it up and the handle came off. I think it's gonna need a nail through the handle and the nail screw, whichever one to work through the handle and the damn, what the hell? The pole, the handle. Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. Through the handle and the shaft of the what you call it? But we got a transfer shovel. That'll work, and we have a garden rake. That'll work. I don't have to go get the one out the garage. All right, we're gonna find a nice little perky spot. Get y'all set up while y'all gonna watch me sweat. I'm gonna tell y'all the plan of what I'm planning on doing. Is it gonna happen? Never done this before. Bro, I don't know what I'm doing. please don't think I know what I'm doing. I don't. But I am willing to show you guys that I don't know what I'm doing. But all right, let me put this down. And we're gonna flip this thing, flipper ripper. All right, now here's the plan. I got this tilled up last. I should have got the loppers, bro. I got this tilled up last night. It had some roots in it, more like in this area, as you can see. This, excuse me, to have never grown anything but grass and dirt, and grass and weeds. This is actually pretty soft, pretty nice. So what I'm about to do is, I am going to. The plan is to level this out, right? Let's make this as level as I'm willing to make it, so the water doesn't run everywhere, because it is sloping downhill from right to left. So I'm gonna make this as level as possible. And around the borders, I'm also gonna dig out a trench, small trench, nothing crazy, because I want the logs to semi-sit in the trench to decrease any chances that they have to roll. I'm also gonna put a notch on the end of each one. I don't know, think Lincoln logs, I guess. I've never actually played with Lincoln logs, but that's what my girl said when I explained it to her. So what I'm gonna do is just say, this log here, we're gonna take top half, so probably like right there. Oh, let me zoom out, my bad. We're probably gonna take that much of it, the top half of it, cut it right there. We're gonna do the same thing for the bottom half, and then we're gonna lay one on top of the other. But while they're kind of in a trench like that, that's the plan. Is it gonna happen? We'll see. Let's find a good spot to set you guys up. We're gonna have to flip this camera. Oh, I don't you know, flipper ripper. We're gonna just put this here. We're gonna see what y'all can see. And we're gonna try it. I'm gonna try to get this thing to where the whole thing is in frame. And I'll just come back and check the comments every 9, 10. See if anybody got something to say, any questions that I may be able to answer. Ooh, zoom out, bro. Alright, I think that's gonna work. We're gonna see how that works. Now the first thing, I'm gonna hit use this rake to try to start getting out some of these. As well as start to move some of the soil. I have to imagine most of the soil is gonna be coming from high to low. High side over here. Smells a beautiful room. See something crazy. It's nice, baby. Baby. You know what? I'm gonna work on trying to get this level. I'm not gonna try to remove too many sticks. That's all. It's already cute my anxiety. And as I rake, I should rake a lot of some of the tweeds. These ain't really tweeds, they're roots. Now I do have to figure out how am I gonna determine if this thing is level for real. I'm probably gonna try to use the A-frame. The A-frame. Go sink into the soil. That's gonna make it like a accurate. So we'll see. It'll work sometimes. Oh, I won't. And I'll come back to it later. Then I tell you guys what I do. We're gonna see. Oh my God, it feels so good. Y'all ain't never walked in dirt barefoot. Try it. I mean, I would say try it in your own yard. Have somewhere you trust. You know, dogs ain't been pooping in cats, people's feet, whatever. Just see what you feel. These things my keys when I already take off their shoes from outside. Right foot. Trying to just keep chatting so I don't have to get to work mode. Start working too much. Out of the way everybody. I don't get it twisted. I know that this is not enough. I'm really just trying to bring it all out. See. Is it big enough? I'm actually trying to get myself to kind of think about how I'm going to I wanted to do it differently, but I just used what I had. Screw at the top, cross member, screw it in. Now here's what I did. I verified. I made this in the garage. You just had to verify that what you're on is level. Most garages are not level from back to front toward the door. They kind of slope toward the door. There go that squirrel. There go that squirrel and eat my stuff. Probably just finished breakfast. Why I oughta? My bad. But yeah, most garages are actually slanted toward the garage door to kind of encourage things to roll out. But left or right though, they're flat. So I verified with the level, put the level on the floor, left to right, all it said is flat. So I just put this on the ground and attached the bar to where it read level. So now this is pretty much level. And the way this works is I can see the bubble at the top. And when I'm putting it on the ground, I'm just looking for a spot to where the bubble's in the middle when I'm marking contour. So that's what I'm gonna do for this as well. We're gonna see how this works. I'm trying not to turn my back to y'all. See. Yeah. It's not level, of course. Let's see how much we need to make this level. Oh my god. And it ain't that much. Looks like about 2, 3 inches. So now here's the part I don't know. Does that mean I'm gonna remove some soil from the high side? Let's try to break. We just gonna break it. So it's gonna be kind of like creating a hole up here and a heel back there. Try to make it better. Now the problem gonna be is I'm not gonna get these numbers right. It's gonna be too low on one side, too high on one side. Above in the middle, something along the lines for sure. Then I'm gonna need to check this thing from level left to right as well. This is not. But like, I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna be fun. It's just gonna be tough. Until I come up with a process for doing it. Then it'll get a little bit better. This is so cool. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me check the chat, see if anybody talking about something. I ain't about talking about that. Ain't about that. Alright. I'm about to turn my back. My book, y'all. Let's see what we want to do. Still. This part right here is gonna be the pain. I might watch a couple videos and see how I can do this. I'm just gonna let's go down. Just go back higher. I'll buy it. We're making some progress though. It's the sand level. So not bad. Got an idea, right? For that one part. So that being said, let's just try to let's just try something different. I know this is not gonna be perfect. Perfect, right? I know it's not gonna be perfect. I know it's not gonna be perfect. Let's see what we can do. It'll be some fine tuning, some adjusting, because on the edges of it, you still have to be a little tricky to be logs in. Then once I put the logs in, I'm gonna try to make sure the logs are level too. That depends on how much work it's gonna be. Because I might just say forget trying to make sure the logs are level as long as the soil is more level. Because the logs being level is more steady. The bed being more level is more functional. You need that to be level so water can run off. That's the same thing that the swell is gonna do. A swell is pretty much a ditch that collects water. It is just on contour. So it flows with the rain. It will that will the rain. Like it's technically level. Water runs because it's in a low area, a high area is low. And when you build something that's flat, it takes all the energy out of the water. Now you put springs, so they got erosion becomes less of a factor. And since it's not raining still, they have no time to soak into the ground and lower part of the soil down to a further swell. So what that should do is help recharge the water. So as water is running, because this is sloped from this side down that way. So as water is running from that part of the yard, the soil will catch that water, slow it down, and give you that little ditch that absorbs it to the ground. And because it's perpendicular to contour, it's not going to soak straight down because gravity's still pulling it down here. So it's going to go down and down, down deeper into the ground and further down here into what they call plateau level. Sound good, sound like a way to keep from having to water so much, as well as improve the soil, as well as grow trees, because we keep putting the trees on the swell since they don't have access to water like that. So that's all part of the deal, right? Being self-sufficient, giving back, reusing what you can, trying to take something somebody would call an output, turn it into an input. So, I'm really debating tonight. It's gonna have to make sense. All right, let's try to see. Let's see if we still with a crew. Leave that. Right. So that means two things. Go down on this end, up on that end. I'm gonna have to just get over the fact that it's gonna look like a hole right there, because that's the high side. My OCD is bothering me, but I just gotta get over it. Yeah. go ahead and turn this tiller back on and dig deeper on this high end down here. See a little bit deeper so I can have more soil to move back that way to make this more level. I mean, in the end, and I'm trying to make this level. There's no way around the fact that I'm pretty much cutting into the ground. Take this to cut this out to make it like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's adding angle. So basically, what I'm doing is cutting off the top half and moving down to the bottom half to make that. And ain't no way around it without moving so digging deep. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay. Let's try this the easy way. Let me just move some soil around. All right, let's see what we got. Other than this. And I'm gonna let y'all just look at this closer to the done. I hate the fact that I mean, if I put y'all on my chest, I'm gonna get everybody on this. It's crazy. I'm glad I'm not doing it. Okay. Okay. Left and right is closer to level than front to back. Okay. Okay. So pretty good. So let's go over this way. See, I was doing this was in the wrong spot. See what I was doing? See what I was doing? Still need to go down. Touch the soil a bit. Some of the soil. Still need to go down. Maybe it's ain't gonna be that bad. You know what I'm saying? Figure out some things. You know, it's like, give this a little smoothing over. Give this a check. I need to check the time. I'm gonna be for real. If this is fairly level from left to right and front to back, uh, I should be able to finish this bed today. Between work, doing some stuff on my 15 minutes, doing my lunch, and then after work. I think I'll get this at least the ground laid out, depending on how long that takes. And then I'll worry about getting the log sunk in and knocked out. And then repeat this process. That's so exciting. That's so exciting. Alright, let's see what we have. That's a tad bit low on that side. Not big. Tad bit high on that side. Not a biggie. Way too high on that side. But I'm looking at the heater, so I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. That's high. That's good. I'm good with high. I'm good with high right now. I'm good with high. That's in the footprint. Is that real perfect? That's a little low because it's in the footprint. It's a little high. Okay, 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 okay. Now this is, I ain't, you know, let me not do this. I didn't even, that's a fantastic attempt to do. That's actually, it's on there. May not be smooth, it's level. You know what I'm saying? Like left side, right side, thing in the middle says it's level. But here's the thing. If how to do this. This is left side, that's right side, right? These 2 points are level. But I could dug too low or too high right here. And it's either a dip or a hump. So I'm gonna have to find 2x4. I guess it's kinda like they do with concrete called screening. So if I put a 2x4 on the high end, low end, go across. Bitch. I got this, bro. I got this, bro. I got this. Oh, you know what? That's my time. What time is it? Oh yeah. Let me get it back. I gotta shut this thing on down a little bit. Let me finish checking level front to back and then left to right. And then we'll close this thing out, right? We'll be back tomorrow. Yes. Yes. LFG, baby. Let's go. Cool, cool. Okay, cool, 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 cool. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm excited. Geeking out, 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 geeking out. All right. Flipper ripper. All right, I'm gonna show y'all what I've done, and then we're gonna have to end this stream, and then I'm gonna come back out here for my breaks and my lunch to finish up some more. Uh, okay, now here's what I was doing, what I've done. Because it's high on this end, that means I'm gonna have to take the soil from here and put it on the low end, right? So we kind of dug down. We'll worry about making this straight, level, flat, flat. Worry about making this flat later. But a point right there and a point right there, that's level ish. I mean, this is soft dirt, right? It ain't got to be 100. It just can't be that great, right? So going from that edge to somewhere around up in here, that's level. Now starting from here, going that way, that's pretty much level. So that's cool. So now I just need to repeat this process for the rest of it to make sure it's level-ish. Once it's level-ish, I'll probably go find a 2x4 or something long like that to kind of make sure it's flat. Um, then once I do that, I dig out little trenches to stick these logs in so that I can cut out some notches. And this first bed will be done. I hope to have that done today. Yeah, 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 yeah. So goofy, so goofy. Hey, embrace your inner goofy if you don't, bro. Please, it'll make you feel a whole lot better. I'm excited. I'm actually excited. Okay, cool. I appreciate everybody for showing up. You know what? I'm finna go down here and get me a okra. Need something to eat. And I'm finna end the stream, so I don't mind crunching y'all here the last couple of seconds. Sorry. I got one in my pocket. I forgot. I got one in my pocket. My bad. So forgive me for crunching the ear. Ooh, my bad about that sun. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Um, I enjoyed it. I'll be back out here tomorrow doing it again. Hopefully I can keep this consistent, bro. I just be on that BS sometimes. All right, so y'all know how this goes, right? Create more than you consume. And you don't have to suck at this, because I do. Oh, I gotta remember. And do the YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. Whatever they say. I gotta look that up. Uh, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I mean, I'm on YouTube. I gotta do it right, right? Because I'm already half-ass doing everything else. Um, and pretty soon we probably gonna have some long format videos coming out too. Um, I guess this is long format, but this is just a stream, something that's more planned or combination of some streams where we're doing actual things. But anyway, you know how this goes. I'm your boy Reaper. Create more than you consume, and you don't have to suck at this because I do. Y'all have a good one, all right? Peace.